Yeah, and welcome to a new pedal demo. I'm Brett Papa, and today is the Wampler Reflection. So, I gotta be honest. Up until like a year-ish ago, I really was not a reverb fan. Like, like some of my favorite tones ever, like Van Halen and all that stuff, drenched in reverb, but just myself and listening, whatever. But with pedals like this, I even text Brian. I'm like, dude, this is sick. And what I like about reverb pedals, and I know I'm talking a lot, people will be like, dude, just get to the demo. Okay, I will, but hold on. Going through a Friedman and this pedal. That's it. Okay, so anyways, small box, by the way. Vintage 30s, Nash, Lollers, all that stuff. Doesn't matter about the reverb, but the pedal itself, awesome. And what I like about it is, ever since I started hearing like Gary Clark Jr. and stuff like that, the way reverb can react with distortions and stuff is just sick. Plus, go to Nashville, all those dudes love reverb, and so I've acquired a taste for it. Okay, so the demo. Here we go. So you got a couple knobs on here, and it's got one of those real nice, like not clickable switches, which I love. Okay, so I don't even know what those are called, but maybe Brian can chime in and tell me. You got a volume, which is the overall level of the pedal, right? So check it out. Let's get a little clean sound here. Right, so if I take this down, all right, as we go up, you get more of the effect. Right? Okay, so that's kind of the overall level or the mix. The knob over here is a pre-delay, and that's like how long it takes for the reverb to kick in. What's cool about that is you can keep that kind of dry signal for like a split second, or 140 milliseconds, I suppose, before the reverb actually kicks in. So check this out. This is all the way to where you get that kind of tone. Let me turn up the mix a little bit here. So you still get that, that first initial kind of dry, and then you get the tail end. Now, if I start turning this, right, you start getting, there we go, right, and so it starts to get more right on top of the note when you hit the actual. Okay, and so you also have a tone, which is, whether you want the highs to come through on the reverb or you want it to be a little darker. I kind of like mine a little bit darker. Check it out. All right, let's give it a little more here. It's like a warm reverb hug. And then over here, we have the decay, which is how long you actually want the reverb to tail off, right? So right? Starting to get in that kind of canyon sounding thing. Also have the spring, which is more like what you would associate, in an amp, let's say a spring reverb, and it's made by springs kind of vibrating together. A cool trick if you have a vibrating, spring amp is to freaking just hit that. It's like old school, like Disneyland thunder. If you ever wondered how they got that awesome like thunder sound from back in the day, just take your amp and lift it up a little and let go. Awesome. Kids will love it. I'm sorry. You know, people like, hey, do a demo of the pedal. It'll be awesome. And then here I am, just blah 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 blah. Blah. It's the coffee talking. Okay, so here we go. Now you can go to plate, which is, well, let's just listen. Here's the difference. The plate's more. Okay, so that's the overall controls. Now, what I was talking about before is how the amp reacts with distortion going. And this is why I particularly like Reverb. Okay, so forewarned, single coil pickups. Gonna have some hum, but you know, here we go. Now check this out. Now, here we go. Now, I would kind of, go a little less. Let's get this back here. This little pre-delay, maybe. A little less decay. Right? Versus. Kind of, you know, takes me back to that Van Halen place. But that's the plate. Now you can get crazy. So kind of that Gary Clark Jr. thing that I was talking about. It has this cool reaction with the actual distortion. Reaction with the my English teacher would have just been like, whoosh, that does not make sense. So, anyways, play around with reverb. I mean, this pedal, what I really like about it is it's very natural. See, I can't even talk. Once you start fumbling on screen, it just all downhill from there, but we're real here, so no edits. This is me. I fumble. Like, if you talk to me on the phone, you're gonna be like, dude, that guy's a bumbling fool. So anyways, back to natural sounding reverbs, right? A lot of them sound metallic, kind of like choruses back in the day. You know, you'd hear those ones that sound really warm, and then you get a chorus pedal, and you're like, that sound doesn't sound like the one I heard. It's much, you know, it's kind of the same way I feel about this pedal. And I'd tell you if I thought it sucked, I wouldn't. You know, one of the reasons I always love doing demos for Brian is because I know the pedal's gonna be good. And I'm like, I'm not gonna feel bad because I never have to dog on your pedals because they're all really good. They are seriously one of my favorite companies ever. They're super cool, and their pedals are really, really freaking good. And this thing is awesome. It's natural sounding. And to me, that's the test. If the pedal's not natural, unless I'm trying to do something really crazy and, effecty sounding, I want my stuff to sound real. And this thing sounds really, really good. Really, really good. So that's kind of, we can take it, we can be a little bit more crazy with it. Now, you can be a little more crazy with the decay and then turn down the actual level, maybe, and get a little bit drier. Turn back that tone knob a little bit. There's just a little bit there. Let me get a little more of that love. There's that fine line. See, it's starting to get that reaction with the distortion. All right, a little bit more. I don't know. I like it. I think it's awesome. It sounds really natural. Sick pedal. I love the fact that it can be spring or plate because really, honestly, that's all I would ever use anyway. The pre-delay is awesome. That's a good option you don't have on a lot of reverb pedals. It's, usually just the level. You can't get the pre-delay. Pre-delay is a lot of times what they use in like a real studio. So you get that, maintain that kind of dry in your face up front sound, and then after the initial note has been struck, you get a little that kind of, that security blanket around you, a little love. And it never hurts to have a little something like reverb pedals. Like, I got your back, dude. You're dry, you'd be like pretty good, but like I'm security blanket. That is what I'm looking for. This pedal will be your new Whoopee security blanket. I love it. Highly recommend it. Check it out. It's awesome company. Brian is amazing. Brian Wampler, if you don't know. I keep saying Brian like everybody knows. Brian Wampler, if you don't know, is the guy who makes them. Awesome, awesome dude. Love their stuff. Check out this pedal. Check out all their pedals. They're honestly, it's one of my favorite pedal companies ever. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.